Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the 10 at 10 for November 18th of 2025. Guys, the holiday seasons are right around the corner. It's a great time to pick up a maple for your favorite gardener. We also have MrMaple gift cards that come directly to your email as soon as you buy them. So, great way to give the gift of gardening this Christmas season.
Guys, today we're talking about 10 of the 20 trees getting listed at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got some cool things happening this week, though, too. This Friday and Saturday, that's November 21st and 22nd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We've got an open house here at MrMaple, and we're gonna have Black Friday here in person. It'll be fun, a lot of trees on sale, and you can come shop and see things in person. Always a fun time to have you here. We look forward to having you. Guys, we're going to get into the 10 trees getting listed today, 10 of the 20. First one, Acer Japonicum Gossamer.
Say it with me if you know it, guys. There's nothing awesomer than a Gossamer in fall color. Go check out our Gossamer video. These are a little past fall colors, some just starting. A little bit of difference here, especially containers. So they dried at different times, but Gossamer, one of my all-time favorite fall color trees. It goes full Hulkamania. It goes wild. It runs wild all over the garden. This one's a dwarf compact Japonicum that hits those premium yellows, reds, and oranges all at the same time in the fall. It has that very delicate dissected leaf as well. So this one really brings it for a small landscape with high impact texture and color.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that compact form. It's one of the most lace leaf forms of an Acer Japonicum. You know, it almost has that fairy hair-like thing going on at a young age, and as the leaf starts to mature a little bit more, it's still very thin, still very elongated, but it starts to look more like a Japonicum as it ages. Such an amazing small dwarf selection of a Japonicum. Selection found by Billy Schwartz as a chance seedling at Red Maple Nurseries underneath the big Aconitofolium. And he believes it is a hybrid with Acer Japonicum and Acer Palmatum dissectum. You know, I don't know if it is or not, but I'm telling you, it looks like it is. It's got that extremely fine foliage, that compact form. It's one of the most slow-growing Japanese maples that's out there, and it's definitely one of the slowest-growing Acer Japonicums.
Guys, check out the size on these. This is a slow grower. It's one of the smallest Japonicums of them all. And look at the size of these 1 gallons. Excellent size 1 gallons right now. I think you're getting a great deal with these. Check out quick with these on MrMaple. I know a lot of people have been waiting for the 1 gallons to come back in stock. These are awesome looking trees. Grab you one today on MrMaple. All right, guys, next up, we've got Acer Palmatum Kurohime.
Guys, Kurohime is a nice slow-growing dwarf. It's very narrow at a young age, stays very upright and compact, and as it ages, it actually starts to round out a little bit. One of the things that's been most impressive to me with Kurohime, though, is that spring color. You get something that akin of Japanese Princess, where it just gives just this pink, just glowing color in the early springtime frame. These
are fun. I love the midsummer, where you get the pink new growth over kind of the blue-green. Really a showstopper. Again, excellent sizes in these right now. It's going to work zones 5 through 9. Now is a great time to be shipping plants too. They're out of leaf. You're not going to get foliage burn. It's an easy time to get plants to you guys. I think you're going to love the size of these, especially as these leaf out next spring. They're already a very well-developed, good 1 gallon, and just a great plant. This one's great for the container garden or in the ground. I recommend this one a lot for pots, so if you're decorating and have some ornamental pots that you want to kind of bring that garden back up into the patio with, Kurohime is a perfect tree to do that with.
Yeah, I mean, it's a selection that was brought over from Japan around 2008, and to me, it's one of the best and most usable plants from that time frame. It's just got some amazing color. It's got that just nice, perfectly rounded shape as it ages. I fell in love with this as I saw some of our plants at Buckholtz Nursery. You start to see the big specimen of this, and you really fall in love. And then when you see this thing in spring color, man, it just grabs your attention.
Grab you one today. What's next, Tim?
Guys, next up, we've got Nakamoto weeping, the national treasure of Japan. Takes me back to when we actually got to go see the original Nakamoto weeping in Japan. That's 200 to 400 years old. It's got twisting, contorting, branching. When we saw it, it was in perfect fall color. I think Corbin went and visited it later when it had its green foliage. It has these really nice hooks, and the way the branches just sort of twist and curve and then hook down. And such an amazing rare Japanese maple.
Yeah, this one's been around in Japan conservatively over 400 years. Some things say up to 6. The coolest tree on the planet, I'll tell you that. I have seen this one sold in America under the name Treasure. Nakamoto weeping is the correct name as it's been sold that way, or it's at least been in the ground that way in Japan for over 400 years. Really cool tree. Took a picture with a sign too. It says Nakamoto weeping. So kind of the landmark there. It is the national treasure of Japan. So I get why that name makes a lot of sense, but this one is the original name in Japan. We always try to keep true to those. Absolutely outstanding fall color. Bold oranges to reds on this one. Durable as all get out. Very heat tolerant. Makes a low spreading umbrella, typically in a 10-year pattern. This one's gonna be 5 foot tall, 5 to 6 foot wide. Now, if you got 400 to 500 years, you can get something quite extravagant as well.
I mean, it's beautiful, it's amazing. It's a great container plant, and it's just a piece of history. Being able to put something like this in your garden that's one of the oldest Japanese maples in the world is just something truly special. Guys, grab you one of these today. Super cool, and we got some really good sized 1 gallons.
Prettiest tree on the planet, available today. All right, guys, next up we've got Acer Palmatum Kenshi.
Kenshi, small compact form, similar leaves to Kota no Ito, but more of a ball shape overall.
Underrated Mortal Kombat character as well. Kenshi, pretty cool, guys. This one has a much denser habit. So if you're comparing this one to Kota no Ito, a lot of people are going to look at the two. They're going to say, oh, it looks very similar. What are the differences? Think of this one as a short, round Kurohime. So very dense, very full, great fall colors. I've had yellows and almost red oranges at times on this one, but typically a golden yellow to almost orange late. Dense, full. Typically you can see into the plant, but it's going to be much denser and shorter than Kota no Ito in the same time frame.
Yeah, great container plant. Great for small places in the garden. If you've got somewhere in the garden that you don't have room for something like a Kota no Ito that gets a little bit larger, great smaller lunar lobum that gives you that bamboo-like feel out there without that invasive root system that bamboos give. So really beautiful Japanese maple just to give a fun texture in the garden.
All right, y'all, next up we've got Acer Palmatum Black Hole. This is an outstanding introduction by Talon Buchholz. This is part of those new ghosts. Really a showstopper. This one's a shorter, denser purple form that just has some electric colors.
Yeah, I think that's one of the fun things when we've got to evaluate many of these new ghosts. We were one of the first nurseries to be able to get a hold of many of these new Talon Buchholz introductions before we bought Buchholz Nursery. And getting to grow these out and see how this and Jubilee have that shorter stature. Really give them something for that smaller garden. Great for containers. We're talking, 4 to 5, maybe 5 to 6 foot in height and width in 10 years, almost equally as tall as it is wide, giving a really nice, deep black purple color with those reticulated veins.
Hey, if you're just getting into Japanese maples, this one will take you down the black hole. All right, guys, we're bringing back Pinus contorta, Taylor's Sunburst. Now, this is a fun pine, same species as Chief Joseph. This is a Pacific Northwest native. Guys, this one has some electric yellow new growth.
Yeah, when you see that new growth popping across the dark green older growth, it grabs your attention. To me, this is such a beautiful, newer selection. I love what Taylor Sunburst does out there. Just pops of yellow with each and every flush. It's really dynamic, and it's just as desired as Chief Joseph. It's so awesome in what it just does with pops of yellow over top of that dark green.
This one's a slow grower, so these are excellent size 1 gallons. Grab you one a day here on Mr. Maple. All right, guys, let's bring back Acer Palmatum Phoenix. This one is rising like a phoenix from the ashes in the spring. It's gonna be slim times soon for the maple collectors. There's no foliage. We're dropping our last leaves of the season, but just like the phoenix, the fresh foliage emerges in the spring. Phoenix is a beacon. It is a screaming beacon of springtime. You're gonna love this one. It's amazing.
Yeah, it can give you some almost apricots and peaches in the spring. It's a sister seedling to Hinotori Nishiki, found by Dick Vandermaat in Holland. That typically gives you more like baby pinks, where this gives you more of those just apricots, that like apricot peachy kind of pink, which is really beautiful and special. I love what Phoenix does out there in the garden. It's got a good upright shape, and the spring color is one of those things that when it is blooming, it's like flowers on the leaves. I mean, it will grab your attention, and for those 2 to 3 weeks, it is one of the prettiest things in the garden.
Hey, it took over Jean Grey. She should have picked Wolverine over Cyclops, but it's still an amazing plant. This one, guys, is absolutely amazing. Again, Dick Vandermaat introduction. He's got some of the best introductions out there. The late, great Dick Vandermaat, mentor to Tim and I, and just a really awesome plant. Again, this one for spring is electric. If you like the Sojos, if you like Shinda Sojos, think about Phoenix as one for bonsai. It's going to pair with your marmalades. It's going to pair with your Nakahara bennies and give you an electric spring color. I absolutely love this one. From the same guy that brought you some of the most classic Japanese maples of all time, Phoenix, it's got to be at one of the top of Dick Vandermaat's list.
I mean, I would say Phoenix, Mila, they're right there gunting head to head.
In fact, plant a Phoenix with a Mila. That's a good pairing right there.
Whew. Some good stuff. Guys, grab you one of these today. They will sell out quickly.
All right, we recently gave one of these away in a live. They are hitting the 10 at 10. If you missed out on it, guys, we've got Acer, sieboldianum, Kumoi, Nishiki.
Yeah, Kumoi Nishiki is a variegated Acer sieboldianum. and it's got a unique variegation that is just swirls of white, sometimes pink in the early spring, on top of that green full moon-like leaf.
Yeah, this thing's got a big leaf. One of the best large leaf variegated trees. Very cool, very showy. I mean, it's got almost that tiger stripe. I called it before the Shacknosis. So anybody who's into sneakers in the 90s, it's got the Shacknosis sneaker. It's got the Shack sneaker of all. It's got that just almost, it's almost hypnotic, the variegation on this one.
I mean, when you have that in the spring, it's amazing. It still looks good during the summer. And when fall hits, you get yellows and oranges infused with pink variegations and creamy whites. That's probably the most hypnotic time for me, is in that fall time frame when you get that multitude of colors all playing off each other.
Play the biggie, put on your Shacknosis. It's hypnotized time. I love this. It is a fun plant. Don't stare at it too much with the coffee. You might get a little, you might start to see things. You might start ordering more Mr. Maple trees now. Oh man, how about some big size Aureum?
Yeah, we got some Aureum in 3 gallons. Got some really nice density to them, some good structure. Aureum, the golden full moon Japanese maple, is a very classic Japanese maple that everybody loves. It's got that full moon rounded leaf and some really good yellow color.
These Aureum are thick. These things are big. You're going to love them. The size on these are outstanding. Short, dense, absolutely amazing trees, guys. I love Aureum. That spring display is golden and glowing. Orange fall color. The original Aureum there at Esfeld, I got to see it in person. Absolutely an amazing plant. I like to play with this one in the container and kind of move it around. You can see these are kind of great sized trees already. That thickness, well-developed branches. Yeah, you're going to love this one in the landscape.
And it's kind of crazy that Siebold came by on his ship, threw the original tree off there at Esfeld Nursery.
Smack down there on the ground.
And it's still there today. So, I mean, we're talking a tree that's several hundred years old. Acer shirasawanum Aureum. I do believe it is the same tree in Japan as King Kakuri. I've grown both. They're very identical. I can't tell the difference apart on them. But a beautiful tree. What you want to do with this tree, take it outside, put it in a container, and find its happy spot. Typically likes some times where it's got a little more shade or dappled light. Morning sun, afternoon shade. And that's going to typically be its sweet spot. You can move it around and find where it's just really happy, plant in the ground there, and let this tree thrive.
Guys, if you like Aureum, smack that like button. All right, guys, next up we've got a rare one. We haven't offered this in our 2-gallon size before. This is a super rare species, one of the rarest in the entire world. This is Acer miyabei, subspecies miaotaiense. It's a mouthful to say, but this is a super cool maple. It's very rare to find this one in the native landscape. Almost an endangered species, super rare to see it. These are actually Arboretum collected, so they're perfectly legal to own. Very cool one to have here. Bringing it back to Mr. Maple.
Yeah, I mean, it is listed as highly vulnerable on the ICUN red list. That means it may eventually get to that protected status. These were collected from seed from Arboretum, so totally we're not affecting that native population outside at all. This has a trilobed leaf. It's really beautiful. It's going to get about 15 feet in 10 years, and it goes out in the maple garden really easy. One of the things that really makes this tree stand out in that traditional Japanese maple garden is you get a really nice yellow fall color, where most of your Japanese maples would traditionally go to more of those oranges and to reds. So it's a great tree to pair out there and have an extremely rare maple out there in the garden that many other people won't have.
Now these are going to work zones 4 through 8. I really like this one. It's a very fast grower to that 15 foot, but one of the cool features about this one is it has a corky striated bark. So you're going to get some bark interest on this as well. It's a piece of maple lore, something kind of rare, something kind of unique. Definitely a tree that will pair well with your Japanese maples, maybe even provide you a little shade for your smaller trees, but a very unique piece here. I think you're going to love trying Acer miyabei subspecies miaotaiense. Say it with me 3 times fast. It's a cool plant. I absolutely love it.
So guys, that was 10 of the 20 trees getting listed today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do have that open house coming up this weekend. That's Friday and Saturday, the 21st and 22nd. It's not on Black Friday, but that is Mr. Maple Black Friday open house.
In person,
here from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You want to be here. It'll be a fun time. And make sure, guys, that you get some of these cool trees. We need you to let our office staff know as soon as possible if you're coming to the open house and you plan to pick up your trees. That way you can be prepared and have all your trees up here at the open house ready for you with your name on.
Take care.
God bless.
Have yourself a great day.